Okay, Coco the Granny Nanny. Here again. Let's talk about toddlers really fast. Toddlers, when it comes to kicking, hitting, biting, and throwing things, in a sense of throwing things in a dangerous way. So we'll talk about the things that are actually dangerous, could hurt someone, could hurt themselves. What do you do? Very simple. I know. There are a million books out there, a million people giving advice. There are videos upon videos. There are people talking and talking and talking. I've seen podcasts. All right. If they are doing something that is hurtful in some way, yes, toddlers get overstimulated. I've seen it a million times. Their nervous systems are undeveloped. Yes, we know. Okay. You know all the scientific facts. We need to intercept it. We need to remove them from a situation sometimes. We need to remove them from the person they're hitting, kicking, or biting, obviously. So just do that. You don't need time counting things off. You don't need to talk yourself to death. Frankly, there's no point in talking. They are not in this world anymore. When they have lost themselves to that, they're overstimulated. Talking does you no good. If anything, it irritates. The best thing you can do is just get in immediately, separate from the problem, put them somewhere else, temporary separation from whatever is completely throwing them for a loop. So they bite. Sure, we could talk about the causes of that. They wanted something their sister has. They can't figure out how to express that. They don't speak yet. They don't have verbal skills, so they're short-circuiting and they bite. All right. Just remove from the situation, depending on their age. You're going to separate them. They're kicking, they're biting, they're throwing something at someone. What's the other one I said? Throwing, kicking, hitting, biting. Okay. So you remove them. Now, one thing that I've always found effective is to just wrap your arms around them in like a big bear hug. Very gentle. And the other thing that they really love most, now if they have some sensory issues that may not work, but just this gentle caressing or gentle touching of the face or the forehead, just to get them calm. Now, once they are calm, then depending on their age, that would be the time we would discuss in brief. Do not talk yourself to death, please. You parents are talking way too much, which I said in another video. Too much talking, okay? Too much talking. In brief, if we bite someone, you know your teeth hurt. Teeth are sharp. Teeth hurt. That hurts if we bite someone. We just can't do that. We can't. We can't bite people. They can't bite us. We just don't do it. So if you feel like you can't handle things, you have to find another way to do something. Again, depends on their age. If they're too little, then there's no point in even talking hardly about it. Hitting, kicking, throwing things. Oh, well, let's stay with hitting and kicking. Hitting and kicking. Depending on their age, something that works great is to keep a little sense of humor and say, uh-oh, oops, or uh-oh works great. Oops, I think your hands forgot that they can't hit. You might have to talk to your hands. They might need to go under your armpits for a minute. Tell your hands to take a little break. Uh-oh, they forgot. Take a little break. Put your hands in your armpits. Or maybe you think you need to sit on them. Sit on your hands for a minute. That works. Sometimes that works. Remind your hands. We can't hit people. We just can't. That hurts. We hit people. Now, it depends on their age, of course. I'm being broad here. I mean, get very specific if you want to talk on younger age, older age. But that works great. And they think it's funny. And it doesn't become a scolding, discipline, pounding on them type of situation. And then, if they're old enough for that, then you can say, if you feel that way later, you know what you have to do. Figure out where to put your hands for a minute. Give your hands a break. Same with your legs, your feet. Oops, do you need to maybe hold your feet? Are your feet feeling like kicking? We can kick balls. We can kick balls, but we can't kick people. I know, we can kick balls, but we cannot kick people. So, what are we going to do next time? We're going to talk like this to them. So, can you remember that? Depending on how old they are. Can you remember that? Do you remember? Do you need a ball? You need a ball right now? You think about it. Otherwise, If you feel like you're going to kick someone, you're going to have to go somewhere else. And if you can't remember that, I have to help you. I'm sorry. I have to help you. That's my job. I have to help you because we can't kick people. We can't. We can't kick people. We can't fight people. We can't hit people. This is the rules. It's the rules of life. I don't make the rules. I don't make them. This is the rules. Keep it light. Keep it easy breezy if you can possibly control yourself. I do not subscribe to the biting them thing, hitting them thing. Obviously, I do not. You're just exacerbating the whole thing. Don't do that. Keep it simple. Keep it light. They love doing crisscross with their legs, crisscross applesauce. Their legs are having problems with kicking. Now, if they're tiny and that's beyond them putting their arms under their armpits or anything, then just remove them. Give them a bear hug. Sit with them for a while. Distraction is one of the best. Distract. Distract. Why put yourselves through so much trouble, parents? I see you put yourselves through way more work than you need to. Distract. They will get old enough to the point where you're going to teach. They're not young. They're not old enough. Just do the distraction. Get their attention somewhere else. Get off the subject. Get them calm. That's all you need to do. All right. And then fighting, throwing, hitting, kicking. Okay, those are the biggies as far as hurting someone else, causing problems for someone else. Screaming is another one I'll throw in as a bonus. Screaming. Even though that doesn't technically hurt other people, I like to do a couple things with the screaming because screaming is a biggie. And screaming is hard on you. It starts to wear you down. It really wears you down. So screaming does affect other people in the family. And one thing that I find very wrong is people who continue to allow the child, the toddlers especially, to sit, for instance, at the dining table and scream bloody murder while everyone else is trying to have their meal or whatever. That is disturbing to the rest of the family, and that should not be allowed. That's just not allowed. That should be part of family rules. I'm sorry. I mean, sorry, not sorry, but I'm sorry. We cannot talk. That hurts our ears. We're having a quiet, peaceful family dinner. You'll have to go somewhere else until you can stop screaming. That's the breaks. We're sorry to have to do that, but if you can control your mouth, you can't be here. And I am talking about from the tiniest up. Don't allow it. That's wrong. It's wrong for your own relationship as parents. It's wrong for you alone. That breaks you down. That does you in. I know. I have spent a lot. I can't even imagine how many hours I've spent with babies, toddlers, and preschoolers. It's not fair. It's not fair to you. And the other thing is, if they're screaming, they're usually overstimulated anyway. So the lights, the sound, the talking, everything going on is not helping them. So get them out. They're probably just tired. Sometimes they've just lost it. They don't want to eat. They just want to go to bed. So what? They don't have to eat. There's no law that's got to have 3 squares a day. Just roll with it. Roll with it. Don't be stuck on specific schedule or rules. If they're having a meltdown, whatever age they are, and they're screaming, just remove them. Maybe it's a situation where it's going to be just remove them temporarily and sit there with a nice big bear hug for a minute. If that doesn't work, then maybe there does need to be put to bed, put in the crib, whatever, depending on the age, of course. But don't allow that for your own peace and calm, but for everyone else, especially if you have other children. That is so unfair. It's not right. Don't do that. You deserve to have peace and calm and some semblance of conversation, which I know is hard when you have little kids, but so they also need to learn from the get-go that their actions, their mouth, their words affect others. That's all part of the process of growing up. And that starts early. Remember how smart children are. You know it. You see it when they're teeny tiny. You see it when they first start looking around, when they're 2, 3, 4 months old and they're connecting. They're noticing everything. They're locking eyes on everything and they're with you and they're noticing everything going on. They know exactly what's happening. Don't be a fool. They can learn this. Allow them to see that what they do affects others, and it's just not acceptable. They wouldn't enjoy that, but I do like to do the thing with, it really hurts my ears when you scream, and please keep this in mind, I can't help you if you're screaming, if they're old enough for that. if they're not just having a meltdown, then there's no point in trying to talk to them. If they're old enough, it works very well to say up to their ear, get right up to their ear, I can't help you when you're screaming, but if you would talk, I can help you. You tell me what your problem is and what you need, and then we can talk about it. And if that doesn't work and they don't respond, then you remove them to some other situation, and then you say, when you're ready to stop screaming and I can hear you better, then we can talk. Works every time. We all know, you start losing it sometimes, right? I mean, we do as adults. Sometimes we want to scream, right? I mean, sometimes you'd like to go walking in the woods here. I'm at the park. Walk out in the woods and scream because life can make you crazy. So implement some of these ideas: screaming, hitting, kicking, biting, throwing things at people. Redirect, distract, remove from the situation. Just do it right away. Do it quickly. Because if you intercept right away, the next time, just the sight of you even getting up to act may shut it right off. If they're old enough. If they're if they're toddler age and they're just literally, their nervous system has gone off the rails, they may really need to be removed for a short time. It's not punishment. It's just because they need to. They just need to decompress. Don't think of this as like punishment to them. They need a break. But act quickly because they see that. When they see that, they respect it, and it will make things easier every time that happens. All right, think about it. Throwing, hitting, kicking, biting, and bonus, screaming. Here are some tips. Make your life easier. Don't make it harder. Moms and dads, you don't need books. You don't need podcasts and videos and 15 minutes or less. I actually talked longer than needed. Do it, act decisively. Quick tips on how to intercept things and get it under control. Make your life more peaceful. Make family life a lot easier. Make your life as a couple simple. Your relationship will be easier. Family life will be calmer. Have a great day.